Alright. Alright. No build up today, no build up. Or should I say no no intro today. Alright, let me get these windows set up and then we can get straight into the test. Oh my god, today is such a long day, bro. I still haven't managed to do it. I think there is something wrong with Wabberjack, but don't know, man. I don't know. Alright. How's it going, YouTube and Twitch? It is XP. We are back with another live stream. I'm doing some Dragon's Dogma 2 tonight. I'm running a couple of tests right now. I just wanna... That's why I took it to the shop to get this. Oh man. So yeah, I'm just running a couple of tests tonight. I just want to see how these mods will run. And now that I've got the frame graph in the top left, I need to change my character's appearance, bro, if I can.
Let's have a look then.
Why does this game look fucking ugly? The fuck, bro? Hold on. Yeah, that's at max. Bro, but there's something here, man. There's something here that I don't have control over. Like, dude, like...
To each their own, as they say. All the best tales come from travelling. Not a care in the world, just as it should be. Suppose I can finish it tomorrow. Lots to be taken care of before the day.
There's something not right. There's something not right.
There's all sorts to do around here.
I knew something was not right. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Of course. Give me just one momento. I was like, hold on a minute. This doesn't seem right. Alright. Let me relaunch the game. Also, Bivol and Thingy's fighting tonight as well. Oh my god. I am a tad tired, so just bear with me.
As it happens, there's a more direct route to our destination
There we
from
go.
here. I'll lead the way.
Look at the frames, man. But I mean, like, I'm just gonna be real for a second here.
A treasure chest. Shall
The
we
water
see
looks
if we
like
can't make our way over
trash,
to
bro.
it? Right. Just follow me.
That starter there, man. Ugh. This game still runs like dog shit, dude.
Follow me, Arisen.
This game runs worse. Nah, this game runs worse. Go then. If someone goes, oh well, that's because you're running on
You would
ray
gather
tracing.
materials here, Master.
It's got nothing
We
to
really
do with
afford
that,
to
bro.
carry more?
Like, if I can run, bro, I'm not even trying to be funny. If I can run it at 60 FPS, I should be able to run it at 60 FPS no matter bloody fucking where, bro. Cyberpunk. I can run Cyberpunk better than this game. Cyberpunk has way more going on than this game,
A tad
in my
too
honest
high,
opinion.
methinks.
More traffic. And I'm talking about modded Cyberpunk. More traffic. More crowds. More things. The lighting is way heavier than this game. Way heavier.
Over here.
This has no excuse, bro. This has no excuse to run like this.
Putting that aside, ours is a party of women, by and large. And yet no two of us are the same. They're Master Saurians. This bow is as good as flameproof. I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
See, look, it's too... The frame rate is too everywhere, man. 1 minute I can run it at 120 FPS, next minute I'm running at like 30 FPS. It's too wonky. They need to figure out what's causing that, and like, the best thing that they can
Could you come
do
over here?
is go through with, I mean, they already know this. But
There are one or two places of interest
I just have a
nearby.
feeling that
I could tell you more about them if you
Capcom
like,
are like,
Master.
nah, we need to pull all of our resources into Monster Hunter. We gotta get that game out there. So those people that are too, like, bro, I was really invested in this game. Like, 'cause I was just like, Dragon's Dogma 1 was still a pretty damn good game for the time that it came out. And I would actually still say that that game is far better than this game. Vanilla. I actually have to mod this game to actually make it way better. I'm wondering if there's like some performance tweaks that I can get from Nexus to make it a bit more stable, because this is like... This is... I just stood there and I just gained an extra 20 FPS. See what I mean? It's very wonky, bro. Bro, I just gained an extra 10... What the fuck? From just standing here, this doesn't make sense. I shouldn't be gaining an extra 10 by just standing here, bro. Like... See what I mean? It's just... I'm still calling the frame rate wonky, bro.
The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
This game's optimization is as wonky as the frickin' story, dude.
That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out of the open waters? He's something of an enigma, isn't he? Perhaps
either way, like I said, there's a few things that I do like about the game, and that's one of the reasons why I actually would still want to play the game. There's still reasons why I would still want to play the game. It's just... My guess is we have to...
Over here!
Alright. My guess is we have to...
Follow me if you would. I know the path best travelled. You have a...
About time you came along. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late.
It's rather late. It's in the morning.
Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist setting out in one's boat with fair skies like these, eh? Now, I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? I'm quite sure I mentioned it, but I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there, as he himself would have. Yet he tired of his... Alas. Oh, it sounds... I should know. Would that I could forget. A lie it may seem. Come see me again if it pleases you.
If I remember correctly, this is where, See, this is cool. But, like...
Heavens fend. I'd ne'er seen the like. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. I should have liked to investigate. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my commander.
Yon structure yet lies on the water. 'Tis strange to think that it slumbered beneath the surface all this time. Indeed. I cannot but think its presence holds some significance for us. It seems aught has occurred within the depths of Stormwind Cave. But what, I wonder?
I'm not going that way right now. No. I want to do that, like, I'll do that tomorrow. I just want to go for a couple of tests and just use this time. I might actually try and look for some mods to try and, like I said, well, I don't even think there is.
You run too fast for the likes of me.
I don't think there is.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Do you know what I still miss? I still miss the fact that back on Dragon's Dogma 1, you could switch between bow and arrow and the daggers. That to me was one of my favorite classes, and when I came to this game, and I know the saying is, comparison is... Wait. What's the saying? Is something like... comparison is the thief in joy or something. It's something like that. And yeah, but when we're comparing it to a game that is literally like itself and it's the second version, it's supposed to be even better. The whole point of a second version of that game is supposed to be even better.
One whom I
Yes?
served preferred to
Otherwise,
have
what is the
Westerns
point
for
of doing a
allies.
second one if the
Words
second
worth
one is
hearing.
going to be worse than the first one? I just don't see the point. That's like... To be honest, I mean, it's like me saying GTA San... I mean, it is. GTA San Andreas, to me, is a lot better than GTA 5, because I liked a lot of mechanics in that game. While I still think that GTA 5 is a pretty decent game, it's just... GTA San Andreas just had a lot of mechanics that...
Might there be aught over there? At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows. Right you are.
Goodbye.
Come on then. I don't want to die. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
But, yeah, like,
Confidence is
I
an
just...
enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I think that's kind of what I... Like, if I was to make a class, I think I would like to remake that one, I think. I know you can with... I can't remember, I think it's the...
What's the hurry?
What level people do I have? I have a level 53, level 42, level... Okay. But yeah, I mean... Look, at the end of the day, like, this game is... It does look good. I just wish the
While
film
traveling
grain
beyond
would
the
go
rift,
away.
I uncovered a treasure chest.
I think
hidden
film
in this
grain
very
makes it look a
locale.
bit weird.
Shall we seek it out?
I don't think film
There
grain
are one
fits
or two
every single
places of
game. I don't know
interest
why
nearby.
every game has to
I
have
could
it.
tell you more about them if you like, Master. How cruel. Thank you, sir. Consider it my thanks for all you've done. Could you come over here?
I'm not going over that way yet. I know it might seem like I'm like low on energy. It is like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm just like, it's kind of a quick stream. Because I'm like, I just want to make sure that I can get this running today. Ready for tomorrow. And it does seem like, see what I mean about the mages? It doesn't make sense. I can range. See, if I can handle attacks from here, the mages should be able to do the same.
I'll
I
harvest
feel
what
like,
I can, should it please you.
in my honest opinion.
We're still in the fight!
This is horrible, dude.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Really now, what are you doing? 'Tis folly to pick quarrels with beasts. Lucky us. That's worth taking.
What are you do-
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Really? You're not gonna pick it up? You're boring, bro. You're not gonna...
I suppose there can be no harm in
Oh
bringing
my
this along.
god.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Look, at the end of the day, like... I feel... Do you know what I feel like? I feel like we rely too much on... I feel like there's too much... I feel like this about games right now. One, we rely too much that on number one, the DLSS, the frame generation, and everything else. Number two, we rely on the fact that we try to rely on the hardware doing most of the heavy lifting and doing less optimization on PC to try and cut corners. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like, because it doesn't feel as if there's a lot of optimization going on in these games. And if someone goes, "Oh, well, you tried to," bro, it's nothing to do with. Let's stop there. Let's stop there. I don't even want to bash the game. It's not even about this game. It's about optimization in general, because it's not like this game can't perform well. It can. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And I think that's where That's where this game
Here
kind
you
of
are,
lands
Master.
into
I hope
this.
you like it. I found it myself.
Eh. Like, there's so much, like, bad optimization that goes into games when they release, and then it's like, well, it's okay, you could use frame generation, you got DLSS, you got lossless scaling out there as well. It's okay, guys, we can just downscale.
Shame I've no advantage
Even
against
if
you
you've
both.
got a
Are we all in
5090,
the same boat?
and I've seen people go,
I'll combine my magic with
well,
yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
thing is, I've got a 5090, and it runs at no,
Efficiency
dude.
at its best.
Even if you have a
Let us try for the
5090,
same
you're
result with our
downscaling.
next attack.
Even if you've got a 4090, you are downscaling. Even if you've got a 7900 XT X, you are downscaling, bro. It doesn't matter what you are using, you are still downscaling. We are all downscaling to get the preferred amount of frames that we want. We are all downscaling, bro. If you're using FSR, you're using downscaling. If you're using DLSS, you're using some form of downscaling. I am fine with downscaling, okay? Here's what I'm not fine with. Having to downscale when you've got a high-end GPU. That to me doesn't make sense. Okay?
I will finish this. See you being drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
And I'm not gonna lie, it says this will use about 5 to 6 gigabytes. So it's in the ballpark of, like, maybe just below Red Dead Redemption 2. But it performs way worse
I'll
than
get
Red
that
Dead
for you.
Redemption 2. So I'm gonna head into town. I might even run Red Dead Redemption 2 tonight and give it a test. I want to see what performs better, this or Red Dead. And if someone says, oh well, Red Dead, it doesn't have Red Dead compared to this,
There are one
slaps
or two
this.
places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
It's not even close.
Well done.
Personally,
Time to head to market, methinks. Oh, there's something written here. Shall we take a closer look?
where? Where? Something written where?
Well met, sir. Any mistakes?
Anyway, we're in the town. Like I said, I'm still not like.
Might you spell? Look, as long as you please. This looks as good a place as any.
I'm not like. I'm not convinced, bro. Right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a save real quick. So I'm gonna do save and return to title screen. I'm gonna turn off ray tracing and I'm gonna see if it makes any difference. And I bet you any money it doesn't. But to be honest, ray tracing doesn't do anything. Like, some people might go, oh, but you're running everything at, like, ultra. That's because it says that I can. It's why I don't really trust this game.
There are one or two places of interest nearby.
It's the same.
I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
It's the same. It runs the same.
Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
It literally runs the same.
Don't let them get the better of you. I'm done for. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Fight! Oh, we've got the beast reeling. If we keep this up, we'll knock its feet right out from under it. Focused attack will end this foe. I'll find my magic with force. You might cast the spell once.
That's one good looking armor. It is. I agree.
I did it already. By the hold of the prisoner.
And he's destroyed the cart. And how's it going, Blade Fury, man?
What's in your world?
I'm not gonna lie.
To make our journey easier.
I'm not even running ray tracing or
Assuming
anything.
we're not attacked, that is.
Look at the FPS, bro. I might have to move it. Bro, look at the FPS. And people said that they fixed it. No, they didn't, bro. Whoever said that they fixed the FPS inside of the towns, they have not fixed anything, bro. Like, I don't even know what they fixed. But it's not, like, it's not as bad as it was on release, 100%. Took a break from Skyrim. Oh, dude. Oh, you just reminded me. I've downloaded Elder Gleam, so I might be trying that out.
A crime committed here will see one confined
I
to
might be
jail.
trying that out.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work. Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
I might just try out some like different mod lists because like I don't want to be like stuck with just doing like Lorim all the time. So I might just but yeah, I don't want to do too much because basically tomorrow I might end up completing this just because, and then just like I'm not gonna do like the true ending because I rather like go through it again and probably go through it properly. But like, dude, look at the fucking textures, bro. They look alright. They look better than a lot of the games that, like, it looks better than fucking Avowed.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
The flickering is real, bro. I don't want to look for things that I want to freaking... I don't even want to complain about the game because, like I said, it's not like... I rated it really bad, but... I mean, it kind of deserved it for the fucking dog shit release. Look, it's even got ghosting on the water. How do you do that, bro? Capcom, you might have to show me a thing or two how you get ghosting on the water. Dude, I'm not even trying to be funny, but Skyrim looks better than that in a distance. That can't be world streaming, bro. And can I just be honest? What is the point of spawning enemies outside of the... Like, why? Capcom, I'm gonna actually give you a tip. I'm gonna give you a tip. You see this area here? All of this area here? Only spawn NPCs and enemies. Actually, don't even spawn enemies inside here. Spawn things here, yeah? Anything out there, don't spawn out, okay? Leave it. Leave it. As soon as you leave the wall, then spawn it, okay? That's gonna help you optimize your game a lot more and give your people a better experience. That's gonna give your players a much better experience. Do you know why? Because that is a pointless fight. Do you see me whipping out my freaking bow and arrow and shooting thing? It doesn't even reach that far. Like, the game design does not add up here. Like, what is the point of showing me a fight that's like 25 miles ahead over there? For me to run around and go and fight that? What if by the time I get over there it's despawned? Because that does happen as well, by the way.
This is the last straw.
So, like I said, like, these are things that I want Capcom to do to actually cram in actual optimization to get the frames up to actually make it a much better experience. Things that don't need to be spawned in shouldn't be spawned in. Things that need to be spawned in should be spawned in. Is it in the FPS? It does. And they tend to, yeah. And the thing is, do you know the craziest thing about this as well? Those enemies that you saw in a distance, were actually most likely already there, right? Already rendered. So as you can see from the FPS and the time graph, things are going on for no reason, right? Things are happening for no reason inside of the game. Here's the thing that doesn't make sense, and if people go, oh, but you know that they've got NPCs that walk all over the place. My guy, no word of a lie, every now and again you'll see an NPC pop up in front of you. I'll prove it. Well, in fact, it happened earlier. It happened earlier. So if we go throughout the city, I can almost guarantee you someone is going to, like, literally spawn right out in front of us. And it's worse than Cyberpunk's spawning system. Because they don't spawn in the distance. No. They can literally spawn like 10 feet in front of you. Or shall I say 5 feet. See that? Did that prove my point? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? You use LODs for this, but you don't use LODs for those enemies that are so pointless in the distance? The priorities are so skewed in the game. I just want, again, like, if Capcom can actually, bro, all they have to do really is turn off the things that are not necessary. That's all they have to do. I don't know what their idea of optimization is, but this is backwards. This is arse backwards, bro. Why does a guard get spawned in, but a bunch of enemies in a distance that ain't really gonna, you know, that shouldn't really need to be spawned in? And like I said, like when we look at the FPS, like it's fine now, like it's okay-ish, but the latency going up to like 50. We are CPU bound as well, so that's another thing as well about this game. So it's one of the things that I really want. Like, I don't know if there is a mod that deals with it. I thought of buying this game.
Lust knows no bounds. Still, but he employed
but now I don't know.
That's the sort of man that...
I'm going to be honest. I'm gonna say this because at the end of the day, like I said, is it a fun game? With mods, yes. There's a few issues with the game, so let me go through them now. So I'll talk you through the issues that I have with the game. Someone called me retarded because here's one of my issues with the game. Do you know how you load a previous save? Let me show you. This is how you load a previous save. Because look, there's no return to last save. There's no reload save file. Or anything. So the only thing you can do is save and return to the title screen. And the only saves that you can return to, by the way, there's two. You can either load from the last save or load from last in rest. See how stupid that is? See how arse backwards that is? You know, if your game corrupted, which many people's did, someone that I actually spoke to lost hours
Good thing I'm here, really.
hours
I know just
of
where to
gameplay
go.
because their game corrupted. So, in order to stop that, you need a mod to manage your saves. There's another mod that I need as well.
This way, if you
That
please.
fixes the health thing. So, you're probably thinking, what do you mean the health thing? So, every time you die, you return to the previous save. Which, by the way, it auto-saves every single time. So, by the way,
This
if
way,
you die,
if you please, master.
every time you die, your health bar decreases every single time. Every single time. So, at one point, I was up to here. So, guess what? I was one hit. Do you know how pathetic that is? And if someone says, oh, but that's a hardcore mechanic, get the fuck out of here with that stupid bullshit. You don't understand game design if you don't understand that's a bad game design mechanic. That's a bad game mechanic, bro. That's stupid.
Over here.
You don't design game mechanics that way. Do you know why? I'll explain it. Games can break. Yes, games can break. As what I've just said.
I'm not risking my life.
So what happens when a game breaks? Well, then you've just literally stuck someone in a soft lock. Skill issue. No, it's not a skill issue. If they're stuck in a soft lock, that's it. They can't get out of it. The only way of getting out of it is, yeah, they could go back, but then they're losing progress. That's a player having a bad experience. And again, that's what brings down
Crime committed
reviews.
here will see one
That's
confined
what
to jail.
makes
As I
bad
understand it, the
reviews
pay of
for a
jailer
game,
is
okay?
miserable.
That's what
For
people
all
have
their
to
toil.
understand. The
Then a bribe
worse
might
a
avail
player
us, should the time
experiences,
come.
the worse the review gets, okay? So, yes, you can't babysit a
Could you
player,
come over here?
but you can't make shitty mechanics that you know for a fact at some point will soft lock the player. You have to use your brain as a game dev. You can't do that. If you do that, you've then just made a broken game. Well done. I'm not going out this time because it's fucked.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. No, say no
Yeah,
more.
I'm going to
I
the inn.
look forward to seeing where you take us.
The Arisen decides our
So
path.
that's my
We
issue
have but to follow.
with the health system. When they decrease it every time you die, it doesn't make sense. It's bad.
There's been talk of a mysterious structure rising from the sea.
So
I'm not.
Shall we
that
get
leads
some rest,
me
then?
to the other stuff.
These
So
writings could
what
be
other
of
stuff can they
import.
do that is
Let's have a
kind
look,
of... What stuff is it that I don't really like in the game? So the other stuff that I don't really like in the game is some of the classes. I think some of the classes are really stupid. If you've played Dragon's Dogma 1, they've nerfed a lot of the... They've
Have you business
nerfed
with the guild,
pretty
sir?
much
I should be
all
glad
of
to
the
assist.
classes. If... I'm not even gonna sit here and say and justify or even try to strawman people and come up with some other fucking thing. The thief, right? The thief used to be able to use a bow and arrow and daggers. Now you are only tied down to daggers. You've got the mage, you've got the archer, you've got the warrior, you've got the sorcerer. I will say this though. Here's the dumb thing about some of these classes, right? It's one of the reasons why I'm actually using mods. Archer, you can't dodge. Mage, you can't dodge. Thief is the only class that can dodge. Warrior can block, but you get stun locked to fuck. Sorcerer can't dodge. Mystic Spearhand can't dodge. Magic Archer can't dodge. Trickster can't do damage. Think about that for a minute. Can't do damage. This is probably the only other class that is actually the best, where you can actually pick out different classes and you can basically pick and choose between which ones you prefer. Cool. I do like some of the skills. I think some of the skills are pretty cool. They're pretty much the same as the old ones. They do look a lot better in this game though. I will say that. They've definitely made some of the things look better. That's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, other than that, like the combat isn't too bad. I still like the
Always a pleasure. Welcome.
the character creator is definitely a lot better than the first one. 100%. This armor is modded, by the way, so I can't really say anything about that. The quests are the worst. The quests are definitely the other worst part about this game.
Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
So like I said, I might complain a lot about the game. I still have fun with the game. But, like, optimization, the other things that I said that I don't like about the game,
If our destination is a distant
you
one,
tie all that
travel
in,
by
and
ox
if
cart
people
might
say,
be
oh,
worth
it's
considering.
probably to do with the microtransactions as well. That's like that much compared to the rest of the fucking game. Like it's really not as bad compared to the rest of the other parts of the game.
Assuming we're
Like I
not
said,
attacked,
the game
that is.
in some parts actually looks really nice, minus the ghosting. Like when the FPS isn't bad and when the game actually starts to get going, it's pretty decent.
Cast your gaze at the tall peaks yonder.
Are there any settlements out that way?
I like the I feel like the pawn system has definitely been fleshed out a bit more.
You would gather materials here, Master.
I think there's
Can we
like an
really afford to
affinity.
carry
Again, I haven't really experienced that much with the previous game, with the romance or anything like that. I don't really know. But yeah, look at that, bro. I think this is worse. And this is without ray tracing, bro. 30 FPS. This is fucking terrible. This is worse.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite.
There's something not right here, man.
We shall be
I know I'm
ill
running
prepared for battle
mods,
if we
but
rest overmuch.
the mods are not this fucking egregious, bro.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
FPS. Well, I mean, we're hitting about solid 60s now. the destructive environment is also
There
cool.
are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to
So
it?
do you know what's pretty cool? You can pretty much do this. Fuck's sake. Went down. Yeah, I know, right? You can destroy bridges. The strategy. But yeah, there's a few problems that I need to figure out. So here's another issue that I've got.
I'll hold on to this.
Running.
After all, an ounce
B
of
button.
prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Running. Click the analog stick button. Yeah, they've got two running buttons. How stupid, bro. I hate it when games have two buttons for one mechanic. Stop doing that. What are we doing? Even back in the
I've got a
day,
good feeling
we didn't
about
have
this one.
that stupid nonsense. Maybe like for like low budget games, maybe for stupid games. But like this should have been a AAA game. This should be like this should have been like somewhat of a. It might not be like a proper high budget game, but it's higher budget game than a lot of indie games. But like I said, there's still a lot that I want from the game. If they do a DLC,
Putting
I
that aside,
want
ours
to
is a
see
party
them
of
do a
women,
lot
by and
more
large.
with this.
and yet no two of
But
us
there
are the
hasn't been
same.
an awful lot of updates for me to actually say they're going to do something with the game. The last update was probably about like before the last update. It's been like ages since they've actually done a. Alright, so I'm gonna show you now. So here's the thing that I like doing. But yeah, the fact that it went all the way down to 14 FPS, this isn't like
Yon
normal.
statue makes for a fine landmark.
Let us make our way over to it while 'tis in our sights.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go System, Save, and return to title screen real quick. Because before I fight that thing, I don't want any. So there is one mod that I'm gonna quit. Oh, I don't know if I can take it out though. Give me a second, let me see. Oh, I might be able to actually. Right, I'm gonna disable the content editor and launch the game. Right, so I'm gonna see if the performance is any different now without the other thing, because maybe that is what's causing the FPS to go wild, maybe? But yeah, 4070, 5800
I
X3D,
know the
1440p.
path best travelled.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Bro, we've just dropped below 40 FPS, man.
There are 1 or 2 places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more? While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale.
Oh yeah, by the way, Blade Fury. I've got a question. Have you ever played Dragon's Dogma 1? If you've not played Dragon's Dogma 1, I would actually probably say I would probably play that over this. In my honest opinion. Like, bro, if they put Dragon's Dogma 1 with these graphics, I think Dragon's Dogma 1 would have smacked this. It wouldn't. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'll gather these now.
Even the final boss.
When we need them most.
Now, what
This
might that be?
game doesn't
We
even
ought to take a
compete.
closer look.
It's not even in the same level, in my honest opinion, as Dragon's Dogma 1. People only rated it an 8 just because of the combat. And I'm going to be honest, the combat was just... Like, after you get to a certain point...
Keep an eye on the far end of the bridge as we proceed.
in levels,
At least this bridge seems a sturdy
it's just
one.
not as engaging. Like, I can
Really
literally
now?
one-hit everything if I wanted to. I think the only place... So I'm just checking something real quick. The only place that I can go now that will help with that will be
This is for you,
even
Master.
remotely
I
fair
thought it might come in useful.
would be me going here or even down here. I played a little bit without mods. It looked great. Looked like a great game, although I was stuck with other games at the time. I would say go back to playing Dragon's Dogma 1, dude. It's for the time it came out, it's pretty decent. And I would still go as far as to say that, you know, while this
Speaking of
isn't
which,
like might try it again.
How many women we count among our number?
I
No
mean
two
I
of
did.
us are the same.
Bro, that last boss, bro, this is how you know this boss is way worse than Dragon's Dogma 1. Do you know how many tries it took me to take out Dragon's Dogma 1 boss? Bro, I was sat there for ages. I think I was at least on my 10th try, maybe? Trying to take out the last boss. This one, do you know how many tries it took? 1. And it wasn't even close.
I'll find my magic before, that you might cast the spell more quickly. This way out, see? Or has our foe multiplied? Our battle will never be done at this rate.
It took me 1 try. Oh, I can't even equip.
Let
Oh yeah. The other thing that sucks about this, there's no mounts, bro.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
The only thing that you do have is those things. That thing that they're escorting, that cart. Absolutely boring, bro.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us in. Well done.
Bruh. I missed the first one. I didn't have to keep doing this. You don't know, like, honestly, they really, like, I thought that they would have, like, improved from the first one, like, it really, like, people were comparing this to Starfield, and I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of things that this was doing way worse than Starfield, in my honest opinion.
I was our ally against something.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
You fuck off. It seemed I was right. You was heroism. Like, I don't know, I just feel like this game is very, like, very
Come to
limited.
think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Words worth hearing.
And who gives a... I really wish that you could level up other people's like pawns, because that would have, I feel like that would have been pretty cool.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here. We are alone
yeah.
here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings. True enough.
We'll be coming back. We'll be coming back to this bit at some point anyway. Wonder if it could run better with the XVK. What's that? Wait, what's DXVK?
This journey will be a long one. What say we inform Upstart and save our feet the blisters? A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Do you know what it would run better with? A 5090. I'm joking.
Over here!
I don't have my thing.
The Arisen has been put to sleep.
Yeah, that's how boring the game is.
Arisen, are you all right?
The Risen has been put to sleep. Has been put to sleep. Yeah. Bro, this isn't even difficult. Oh, Vulkan-based translation layer. With some games run better with it. Is there a way that you can actually do that? It won't be through settings, would it? I think you have to run it through an actual thing, don't you? Because it's like I'm wondering if it would, you know? That's actually a good point. Running through Vulkan could actually... I think, if I remember correctly, even Red Dead Redemption 2 benefited from running through Vulkan. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie, this is just so easy. People say, oh, well, you just need to drop a few files in the root folder.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond
That's
the
a
rift.
good idea.
Shall I guide you to it?
Did I give that... well... maybe I should... Let me do a quick Google search to see if other people have done it, to see if it does actually do anything. Because if you're right on that, that could be the go-to, bro. So DXVK. So it's possible. I'm just looking at okay. Um I don't know if it will actually work though, because at least for me, because I'm on not officially supported for this platform. Uh it probably works for like, not to mention it only works for DirectX 9, 10 and 11. I believe this is DirectX 12. Hmm. Let me have a look. Let me have a look on the forums. Discussions. I might even have a look on Nexus. Can you recommend Dragon's Dogma 2 now? Yeah, I don't think it will work. Only you can only every PC is different. I play just fine with a 1080 Ti. Um, no, 5 years later maybe. No, the game is not worth it. It's basically a downgrade in nearly all aspects compared to the first game. I said that the graphics are better, but the cost of horribly poor optimization, it will most likely never be fixed as well since Capcom abandoned it. People actually think that Capcom abandoned the game. I don't think they abandoned it because they're still doing updates. It's just nowhere near. Dragon's Dogma 2 is playable. It's just better with mods. That's all. It's minus 52% on GMG. So it is worth a shot. Stay away from mods until you beat it. Play it as intended. You'll appreciate the beauty of the development. Are you fucking kidding me? No, play with mods. If you... I'm not gonna be like one of these guys. If you get this game, play with mods. Do you know why? Quality of life. Okay? Because if you want to play as a fucking archer, you can't fucking dodge. There is no dodge button. If you play as an archer, play with mods. Please. If you get this game, get mods, get it on PC, get yourself the dodge button, okay? It saves you a ton of bloody headaches. Trust me. I fucking hate it. On sale and you'll have to play on low quality, but you'll gamble. Well, that only applies if the game is actually good. Yeah, exactly. The game is not really that great. It's still very... Why so bad reviews? Because it's fucking... Nothing happened. Performance was kinda mid at launch and loads of idiots asked mad it's not Dark Horizon 2. This guy's an idiot. It's absolute trash. It's literally more Dragon's Dogma 1 without DA, because DA was an expansion to DD1. I mean, I don't remember playing the original, so, but Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is definitely the most superior over this one, 100%. Because you ordered a burger and all you got was the wrapper. This game is big, but completely empty. Empty save for the same 5 enemies, just recolored. That is actually true. I think it's just underwhelming for people. I'm not giving it a negative review because I think it's okay. And I got it cheap. I got it cheap. I got it cheap. I still gave it a negative review. Do you know why? Because it's still fucking trash. Or should I say, it's not great. It's horrible side quest 100%. Few types of enemies. Poor optimization still has poor optimization. The game can still simply crash. That's true, even though I haven't crashed yet. The main plot feels incomplete and crumpled. The main plot of the game is absolutely... Don't get me started. Back Batal is 3 times less developed than Vermund, whatever the fuck. As if the developers made it, but forgot to add content. We're going there now, so I'll be able to show you that. Terrible balance of vocations. Oh, don't get me started on that one. Feels like they sold us 50% of the game instead of the whole game. Yeah, there's a lot of things. The character customization is better in... Again, the character customization is better in the second. 100%. But, like, it's not even funny when... Wait, hold on. Character customization gained and some lost. Specifically, one character creator has more options overall, but minimal height. Really? Oh wow, there's more options in Dragon's Dogma 1 and 2, like for character customization, like we're talking about like clothing. Well, that's a bit fucking stupid. Oh my god, get this. Dragon's Dogma 1 Vanilla, 10 bosses. 10 enemy types and 20 unique enemies. 12 boss types and 13 unique bosses. Dragon's Dogma 2, 9 enemies, 22 unique enemies, 16 unique bosses, no variants. Let's do the math on that. 30, 23, so that's about 50, 55. Oh, for fuck's sake. 55 compared to... So there's 55 enemies in total in Dragon's Dogma 1 Vanilla. And there is 9 plus 22 plus 16. There's 47 enemies in Dragon's Dogma 2. 47 compared to 55. Now I'm curious. What was the budget of Dragon's Dogma 1? 40 to 50 million. 2. $40 to 50 million gets you 55 bosses, more shit, a bit better quests. I would say a better boss, better writing, a little bit better writing. I mean, it was still a bit stupid. There's still some stupid writing in there. Dragon's Dogma 2, on the other hand, 47. 70 to $120 million. This budget places it among higher budget releases in recent years, highlighting Capcom's commitment. $70 to $120 million on this game. Bro, do I have to say anything about this game? Like, I don't want to bash the game because like that's not the point of me testing this, man. $70 to $120. Bro, this, whatever they paid, I would ask for my money back.
Prepare yourself.
I would honestly ask for my money back, bro. It's not even... Bro, how much did Skyrim cost to make? Ahem. Capcom. We need to chat. Skyrim cost $100 million to make. And I'm not sitting here trying to compare the two games because they're very different, okay? We can sit here and compare the $80 to $120 million to the $40 million that you paid for Dragon's Dogma 1. Okay? Dragon's Dogma 1 was better. How do you pay less for a game that came out years ago and it still beats your game that you ended up spending more than double the amount? You spent more than double the amount. This game, and it came out like this. You decided to release a game. You decided to release this game
Ox carts are reliable, if naught else. They do offer a welcome chance for us to set down our packs.
We're still in the fight. What fight? And then all of a sudden, I will say, like, sometimes, like, things can happen randomly, which is quite fun. Like a random event, maybe that would happen now. A dark shadow. No? Sure. So when you fight dragons, you do have to actually be careful, because if you fight a dragon, it can actually, especially if it picks up one of your followers, it can look into their eyes and turn them against you. If you're not careful, your follower can end up catching what they would class as Dragon's Plague. If they catch that, you have to do one of two things. So, again, I'm going to talk about something that I freaking... I'm also half asleep, so I'm like... To be fair, my mood is a bit weird right now, but it is what it is. Anyway,
Here you are, Master.
Dragon's
I hope
Plague,
you like it. I found it myself.
while it can make your follower stronger, it also makes them
Arisen.
disobedient.
I should have expected you may yet linger here.
Get the fuck away from me. You look weird, bro. Get the fuck away from me. You look... Why are you coming at me dressed like that, bro? Like... You're dressed weird.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Anyway. So it can make your companion stronger, but at the same time it can make them disobedient. And if they get to roughly about stage 10 and you sleep, let's say you sleep at the inn in this place here, you'll suddenly wake up and all the NPCs will die. Oh wait, shit, I kind of spoiled. I mean, it's not really a fucking spoiler, it's a really fucking shit mechanic. Let's be real, it's a dog shit mechanic. There's no... It's like... How do I put it? It's like... It kind of tells you to be careful who you hire, because they can also... You can actually accidentally hire someone with the Dragon's Plague, which is kind of cool. The cure for it is basically throwing them in the water, basically, but like, I've spoken about why I think it's a stupid mechanic, especially if you've paid quite a bit of like Rift crystals or Rift coins, whatever you want to call it. Personally, the game, like Starfield, has quite a lot of good foundations that they could have built from, but they just didn't. And I know with Capcom, they ain't gonna... I think it's gonna take a big, massive expansion for it to, like... It's gonna take a big, massive expansion to make this game even better than what this is.
I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation.
While
It is
also...
most curious that a means of manipulating us should exist, and vexing that it should be in enemy hands.
And like I said, the story isn't exactly great.
So, you seek to enter, but... Oi! This isn't yours! So, you seek to enter Batala? Go on through.
That doesn't make sense. The thing is, because I bought a place there, I can actually,
What to make of this?
I'm starving, I am. Food? Have you any food? Many thanks. I'm still very hungry. Spare some charity for the poor. Ah! You
you there? What do you think you're doing, huh? You keep your hands off him. Don't go thinking you can treat the poor however you like just because you're better off.
Calm down, Hugo. You've got it all wrong.
Oh yeah, by the way, Blade Fury, 121 million gets you lip sync. Okay, I don't really care about lip syncing, but
This kind sir has been good enough to share some food with me. I've the both of you to thank for my good health and my full belly.
Is that right? Suppose I owe you an apology then, cuz. In my defence, one can't be too careful. There's a child-snatching scoundrel around nearly every corner in these parts. The name's Hugo, by the way. I'm a helper of sorts to the poor who live here. Ain't many folk willing to offer that sort of kindness. Even just one more's a glad sight, let me tell ya. So pay me no mind. And I'm sorry for before. If you're here to help, I'll not say another word against you.
Many, many thanks, sir. Lucky I am to have the two of you looking out for me.
you don't know. I don't give a shit, bro. This is what I mean by the quests are absolute dog trash, bro.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Now that's a good feature. I agree. Oh shit. That person was a dwarf.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Habab, knackers!
Ice is our ally against such fiends.
But what is it with...
I shall heal you at once. Hold your hands.
Bro, did you see that massive dip in performance, bro? I gotta get rid of another mage.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Oh yeah, of course.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore.
You have to be careful now.
Using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
These beasts are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
I will in a minute. Alright, there's a camp all the way up there.
You're all out of luck.
Hold it! I'll combine my magic with yours, but you might cast the spell more quickly.
Who's that?
See, I can't even...
I shan't allow any who'd harm the arisen to go free. One of us has been drenched.
Oi, hand over all the coin in your purse, now.
How did that miss? I need to change the,
This only ends one way.
Now, there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Now that is a surprise.
Oh yeah, the parry.
We are to retreat then? Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass. Right you are.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is the worst feature in this game, by the way. So, what you're gonna see now is... The camping, I like the camping, okay? There's nothing wrong with the camping. Right? However, it's what happens if something happens when you're camping. Because if you get raided,
Well, we've eaten our
say
fill.
bye-bye
What say we
to your
settle our
camp.
stomachs with a few hours sleep. Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
If you get raided during your sleep, you lose your camp.
See what else I can find.
Efficiency at its best. Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Cool.
Let me get that.
Damn it. I've just lost a load of HP, bro.
Many thanks. Take this, with my thanks.
Many thanks. Take this with my thanks. See what I mean by the sometimes the dialogue doesn't even add up. It's just like, alright, bro. Many thanks. Take this with my thanks.
So, Batal has a number of these statues as well. Mayhap these statues were erected that travelers might not lose their way.
Many thanks. Oh, shit. Terrorism, we're under attack. No one's gonna high-five me? Fine.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go. A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift. Ah, yes. Give me a moment to recall the way. I can guide you there if you wish.
Go then.
Make our way there?
See, I like this feature where... See, now I can talk about things that I actually like. So I like when like these pawns are like, oh, by the way, when I last traveled beyond the rift, I came out beyond this way and I found the place where
no more or less than what one might have expected.
It's this way.
Expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
There's a treasure chest over this way. There's this over this way, and it's like, oh, okay, we'll lead the way then. See,
It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
So like I said, there's certain things that I do actually like about the game, and I really wish that, again, like, bro, If
One can see
only,
well into the
if
distance from here.
only
The scenery
they
of the town
capitalized
is
on this game.
wondrous to
This
behold.
game could have been Game of the Year, bro. This could have easily got runner-up in Game of the Year if they put in the time
I'd
to do it.
wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
You know what I'm gonna do real quick? How far are we from the... Oh. It's this way, isn't it? Yeah, so we gotta keep going down. And then we're there. Great.
Tis a hobgoblin. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
How did they get up here? Alright. Yeah, we just gotta continue. Right, so I want to go down to Back Patrol because I want to have a look to see what the performance is like. So after this update, I would actually have to say that it's kind of worse. Like, the performance. Like, if I'm being...
Come on then. Let's dance. Another one down. Ayrton.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed. A result to be proud of.
See, I don't even like the fact that I can't even switch up my weapons on the fly. Because I could easily do it.
Any last words?
I could easily do it on the first game. Like, that would be like... Imagine if GTA 6 comes out and it took out all of the features from GTA 5 and made it worse.
That means.
That's what this feels like. Look at the performance. It's gone all the way back down to 30. Again, like... It's just not consistent. And this is the thing, like, people might go, oh, well, it depends on your PC. You might have a toaster of a PC. No, dude. I do not have a toaster for a PC. I have a 4070 with a 5800 X3D, 64 gigabytes of RAM. I'm able to run Cyberpunk at Ultra. Don't get me wrong, even Cyberpunk's like frames are everywhere as well, but at least they're somewhat consistent. Like, they're around the 70s to 80s, or should I say 50, it depends on what area I'm in.
I'll crush you if you keep that up.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters? A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to...
No, because it's not going the way we want it to.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
A fine display of skill.
But yeah, like I said, like combat-wise, the game is still pretty solid. But like, you use magic, you're just fucking up your frames. You're better off not using magic.
But you run so fast. I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up.
Do you know what? Do you know the best spell to have is to gain your frames back? You know what spell it's called? Frame gen. Apparently. Oh, I think they call it MFG, magical frame generation. Yes, it's called magical frame generation. It's the new magical spell out there, guys.
See what you're made of.
You know what? It would be interesting to see how well a 5070 Ti would hold up against a Dragon's Dogma 2. Just because of how shitty fucking optimized the game is. If someone says that the game is very well optimized, I proved that earlier. It is not optimized. It's not even, I don't know what the fuck they did. It's like they optimized things backwards.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil. So taste.
Cannot let myself be overcome.
Who died on me? What the fuck did you do?
Saved again. I'll redeem myself.
I don't think you will redeem yourself, you know that. But you bloody better.
Are you in need of healing, Arisen? We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort. I am well aware of the particulars. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
That... You
I'll combine my
fucking
magic with
kidding.
yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
So good. Are you fucking kidding me?
Attack will end this foe. Arisen, are you all right?
Yes. That was fucking clutch.
Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies.
I should have held on to the fucking bird, bro. I've got to go all the way back, bro. There's no, like... Bro. You see where I gotta go now? I don't even think I have a fucking... Do I have one of those... I do. I'm fast traveling because I can't be asked. Alright guys, I can't be bothered. You know why I can't be bothered? Because the fucking game is just not... I can't be... It's just not that fucking interesting, okay? I'm not gonna
Wasn't as
run
well
all
as
the
we
way
might
back.
have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Alright, so I'm in Back Batol right now. So it's about the same as the other town. We're getting about 50 FPS right about here. And like I said, this is a 4070. This is a 4070 5800 X3D. What the fuck are wolves doing in town? Why would you fucking... It doesn't make sense for them to spawn here. How, like... How would they have come all this way? And if someone goes, oh, well, it's quite obvious. They could have just ran past the guards. Get the fuck out of it. There's no way to explain this. Okay? Doesn't make sense for wolves to be this far up. The spawn system for the enemies are dog shit, okay? There's no excusing it. But yeah, we're getting about 50 FPS here. 60 now because we're in we're in a closed environment right now.
Say, are you satisfied with you wish to shine like a jewel among your peers? Is that not so? Well, lucky
Are you fucking dumb?
I am here to see your wish granted.
10 fucking K. See what I mean about the LODs? The system is arse backwards. The system is arse backwards. You don't use, well, it's not even an LOD. You don't spawn characters this close, right? And it's happened again.
Red wolves.
See what I mean by this is just irritating now. This is what a lot of players get annoyed with. Is this? See how this doesn't make sense? Well, it's better than Avowed. But this doesn't make sense. There's a guard here. The fuck is that?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Shut the fuck up.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Shut up a minute. What is that a minute? Just heal yourselves.
Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Music is pretty good. Like I said, there's still things I'm gonna comment that are pretty good about the game. That is really, bro. The game design and the writing has let down the environmental people, the level designers, the composers. It's really let down a lot of these people. And in my honest opinion, that is very fucking shameful. Very fucking shameful. And I'm kind of pissed about that, bro. Them as a team have to be fucking ashamed of it. And whoever decided to optimize this game, you did a fucking shit job. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. While, again, the level design is still pretty fucking good, okay? The rest, I can't really comment on the level design because, like I said, the level design is really good. The music is really good. There's a lot of things that are still pretty good. But the game design, some of the game design is okay. But a lot of the game designers, some of your choices are fucking dog shit, okay? You game designers, you need to be ashamed of yourselves. The people that have programmed this game, the people that have... I understand a lot of these people put their time into it, but you should be ashamed of yourself because not only have you let your team down, you've let yourselves down, okay? you've let yourselves down. Because, again, this game could have been frickin' amazing. But you've let yourselves down. You've let the people down who have actually done a really good job.
I quite like it here.
Like, bro, the level design is, I would still say, is pretty decent.
By and large, the people of Bakbatal seem to
But
adore their benevolent empress.
And do you know what?
Methinks it
Capcom
comes of their
CEO,
mutual
you
devotion.
also let
Her
down
Majesty
the
offers
whole
up
of
a
your
prayer
fucking team.
alongside her
In
people
fact,
every single day.
I would say the CEO,
Vermin's people bear no such
or
love for their
whoever
Queen Regent.
managed this
Though, of
project as a
course,
whole.
They have their reasons.
But then I can't really say that. I'd even say the marketing as well. There's so many different teams that I would like to blame right now for making this into a flop. Because, bro, they need to be ashamed of themselves. This is bad. Like, performance-wise,
Got some business with me, do ye?
oh my god! They're fucking spawning every fucking 5 minutes! Oh my god! Do you know how fucking painful this is, bro? Whoever thought, I've got a brilliant idea! Every 5 minutes, something is going to attack the town. Get the fuck... Just patch this shit out. You patch the fuck out of the Dragon's Plague. I don't even want to sit here and complain about the game. There's some really good fucking aspects of the game, but it's just so held back by all the stupid shit. Do you know what? It's as if I'm trying to make a really good comparison. It's as if like they have an EA head and what's a really good. I can't even say. I mean, Rockstar do a pretty decent job. It's almost like they combined EA and they tried to get a TeamU version of FromSoft to work together, and that's what created this game. That's what this feels like.
How dare you!
And it just doesn't work.
I'll not be done in
Why?
A river is upon us. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Show them your mettle!
See, look at the frame rate, bro.
Seems we have enraged our foe. Likely not to be their greatest power advantage. By your leave. It's a foe worthy of caution. Not save our best will do. You must regain your footing. First and
like I said, is this game good? It can be. With mods, it can be even better. It does have a better experience, but you need, like, we need, like, I feel like if Capcom are gonna come back to this game and they're gonna keep releasing patches, please, for the love of fucking God, please do something about this fucking game.
How might I be of service? Given the state of things, I may have to close the inn ere long. I fear for the future of this nation, sir. Always a pleasure.
It's just not like... What I'm gonna do in a minute, guys, is I'm gonna actually run Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a reason, because I want to test performance-wise, okay? There's a reason why I want to test performance with Red Dead. Because I have a funny feeling. Red Dead doesn't even use ray tracing. Now, visually, I don't really care about how it looks visually. I care about optimization, okay?
The world's changing. Not sure.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my...
Ugh. Let's have a look. Nice. No, I'm not gonna reward other players. You know what I will do though?
Though our foes were familiar. Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
Alright, so what I'm gonna do right now, guys, is I want to run Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm probably gonna do... I'm gonna do online. Now, the reason why I'm gonna do online is because I don't know where I am in the story. I mean, I could actually run... Maybe I could run the story. So I'm just waiting for the... Right. Right, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna quickly do a be right back. 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. So, as I stated earlier, I kind of want to run through Red Dead Redemption real quick. So I want to see, I'm in offline. Oh, I'll run through story mode then. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, I feel bad because I've really bashed Dragon's Dogma 2. And it's not that I compare it to... Let me be real, it's not because I compare it to Skyrim or the likes of, say, fucking Oblivion, right? Let me be real about that, right? Because at the end of the day, it is completely different. I don't expect that kind of experience from Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright, so as you can see...
Well, we're back. That was some coming home party.
See, so we're running about 60 frames right now. '67, '68. Now we're hitting the 70s. Because we're out in the open. Look at that. We're hitting in the 90s, bro. Look at that. This feels like really good as well. Like, bro, this is like night and day difference, bro.
Easy, boy.
And I'm only gonna be doing a quick trip. I'm not gonna do anything like too like silly.
Hey, better not have a problem
What
with
is
his friends.
this?
Hey, get yourself out of there.
You don't like visitors, huh?
What a joke.
I don't know what I don't know if he was responsible for that or not, but so one of the reasons why, okay, now we're dipping into the 50s. To be honest,
Easy, easy.
so this is something that I talk about a lot, right? So I talk about this quite a lot. So when you do open world games and stuff, you have to be careful how you use foliage, right? That's the biggest, like, people talk about lighting being the biggest killer. Yes and no. You know what the biggest killer of them all is? I'm gonna show you. This. Grass is the biggest killer. Right? Grass being one of them. Trees being another. Bushes. Rocks. If you're not using a certain type of instancing, and if we're being honest as well, we got the smoke as well, that's also affecting the performance as well, because obviously there's going to be particles on the screen, and if you saw earlier from when I was playing Dragon's Dogma 2, particles can also affect performance very heavily. that's another thing about Dragon's Dogma 2 that kind of sucks as well, is that if you have two mages in your party, you've nerfed yourself. As that's something that I actually need to actually sort out, which I will be doing later today when I go live again, because I will be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 again, because like I said, you guys have voted that. I'm just basically well, I'm not quite benchmarking, but I'm testing a few things right now. So like now we're like out in the open again.
You shoot a prisoner in a cage?
Ah, you're right.
You think this makes you a hard case?
Anyway, about 60 frames, maybe about 50, maybe because of the fire, since the fire's kind of going now. You're getting about... No, I'm joking, I'm taking the piss, obviously. But yeah, like I said, the other thing as well, so the other thing that can affect performance is weather changes, weather transitions.
There, boy.
There's so many different things that can affect it. That's something I might actually go into on this channel at some point. I might have actually showcased that actually when I was doing showing off like my levels, not my levels, my Cyberpunk game. But like open world games, I will say that they do tend to jump around quite a bit, and that's something that we've been seeing very consistently throughout all of the ones that we've been playing. Dragon's Dogma 2 being very dramatic, having quite a few stutters here and there. Going all the way down to 14 FPS. Which is pretty bad. Obviously. And then we've got Cyberpunk that goes down to like, it does dip down into the 30s. Again, it depends on the mods that you run as well. If you're going with vanilla, it'll probably dip into like the 40s to 50s on 1440p. You can get a pretty smooth experience if you stick it on performance. Okay, so here's a weather transition now. Are we going to see performance drops now? So if we look over there.
You okay, boy?
So one of the reasons why I want to go over here, I might actually go into Saint Denis. I almost said Saint Denis. I don't even know how to frickin' pronounce it. We're going to Saint Denis. I kind of want to, but I'm not going to because it's like story related stuff. So I'm not going to do that right now. So I don't really want to touch that right now. Oh yeah, GTA 5 is also getting an update. I might actually play it and do some bench and well, just test it on my system with the ray tracing and stuff and see how it performs. I think it'll be a good idea actually. I think that'll be good content. But yeah, so far we're looking at about like 83 FPS, 85, it'll probably be about maybe 70 to 90. But like I said, like in areas like this, I'm going to be honest, the NPCs in this game are way more dynamic than Dragon's Dogma 2. Way more dynamic.
Oh, my sweet
Got
cousin.
some kind of rock in your boot?
That's what they say.
I'm just in a friendly mood today for some reason. Well, that's all right. Anyway, guess I'll be on my way.
Anyway, it's pretty stable. It's pretty stable. Like I said, compared to like Dragon's Dogma 2, Avowed, and a lot of these other games out there. And this is big. Like this is, I would say that this is probably bigger than Dragon's Dogma 2. It's definitely bigger than Avowed, and this plays way better than Avowed. And if someone goes, but Avowed uses ray tracing, I don't give a fuck, bro. If you're using ray tracing and your game looks like fucking trash, and it and it performs worse than this, you're doing something wrong, bro. Stop focus. We're going back to Watch Dogs 1, and that Watch Dogs 1, I'm going to be honest, wasn't as bad as what people made out. Okay, I do have my gripes with Watch Dogs 1. I think there's some good things and some bad things with it, but we're going back to the way and I think everyone forgot about Watch Dogs 1. What happened, guys? Everyone was like, oh my god, have you seen the graphics of Watch Dogs 1? And I was just like, yeah, watch it come out bad. What happened? Came out bad. I knew it. And I was just like, yep. I knew it. I knew it. It came out overhyped. It wasn't as good as what people were hyping it up to be. And it wasn't as open world as what they made it. Well, it wasn't as... You couldn't do the things that they said that you could do.
Yeah.
In a story you could. That's about it. Other than that, like, to be honest, it was a pretty decent game. For the time it came out, like, it did definitely look good. But it was not like... It's definitely not a...
You can't turn me in. This ain't just.
Keep your distance. Got a criminal here.
But like I said, it's like we prioritize a lot of these things, and it's just like we don't need that, man. Like Cyberpunk, in my honest opinion, looks great, and I think personally I'd rather Cyberpunk just. I like Cyberpunk because of the story, and it's fun to play. Well, I'm gonna go down to Rhodes. I'm gonna see what it's like to go to Rhodes. I'm trying to think of some other games. Look, at the end of the day, when we start, like, I'm also trying to, at the same time, take this from another standpoint as well. Because, like, let me put it this way. When we start comparing games from, like, I don't really want to start comparing games from, like, back in the day to, like, now, because, as Sakrin said, back then, they're made differently. Now, they're also made kind of differently. And, like, that's one thing that I'm gonna try and give Avowed, and that's something that I've kind of given credit to Mass Effect Andromeda. Some people might be like, what do you mean? I've actually enjoyed playing Mass Effect Andromeda. Like, it's not bad. Like, I can play Mass Effect Andromeda. It's a pretty decent experience so far. And I would say Avowed is definitely one of, in my honest opinion, Obsidian's latest better stuff. Because Outer Worlds wasn't that great, if I'm being honest. Like, there's people that are like, oh, but Outer Worlds was absolutely amazing. Everyone's got different opinions on it as well, so there is also that. But in my opinion, it just wasn't that. Like, I've played it, and I just didn't feel that way about that game. Like, it just didn't captivate me because it just, I don't know, it just, I got bored. It's one of the reasons why I stopped, like, middle of the playthrough. Plus, I don't think many people really gave a crap about the game anyway, so I was just like, fuck it. Oh my god. But if I'm honest,
Yep.
Hey, partner.
if I'm honest, it's kind of like Skyrim modless as well, right? Like, for example, I can sit here and play Lorem, and I'll basically, I said my complaints about Lorem. Other people might love those features about Lorem.
Nice and obedient. Whoa, now, easy. God bless you, mister. Yep.
But like a lot of games nowadays have actually been making me think maybe I should go back and like play some of these old games, but like at the same time, like we got what was it? I'm also saving up for that Oblivion remake as well because I think apparently that's coming out maybe around like summertime. So we'll have to see about how that's. We'll see if that's even true.
Seen bad things. Hey, mister, will you give me some money?
Sure.
Well, thank you. Say, where you from?
Around.
Ain't from around here. If I was you, I'd leave. This town lost its goddamn soul a long time ago. Nothing but nasty, miserable people.
Yeah?
Yeah, ever since them Greys moved here, a bunch of no-good white trash. Yeah, they somehow got rich. About 50 years ago, they moved here, caused a whole heap of trouble. Yeah, I reckon they was Yankee spies during the war and everything.
That's so.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, sir. Hey there. Nice round here. I'm kind of new to these parts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck to you.
You take care of yourself.
But yeah, people are probably gonna be like, "Why are you playing Red Dead?" It says Dragon's Dogma 2.
From what I hear, the Braithwaites are more or less down to their last
FPS comparison, well, optimization comparison, really.
Mister?
But yeah, 2 different towns. I mean, I could have gone to like, I would have rather gone to Saint Denis. Where's another big one? Boy Callaway. Blackwater isn't really that big. Anyway, I'm probably gonna leave it there anyway, guys. I'm gonna try and get up as early as I can. And then I will be playing some more Dragon's Dogma 2 tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I might even play a different. I might even do another stream tomorrow. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. So hopefully, if all goes well, I'll do double stream. Well, technically it's triple stream. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, be sure to hit the like, consider subscribing if you're new, and feel free to join a Discord. Discord link is down in the description below. Feel free to join a Discord, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well. I still haven't managed to upload. I still haven't managed to export my thing into a Waverjack file. So I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Author's using Megalist in there. God damn it. Oh, so there must be Waverjack version containing a temporary workaround for the Mega downloads has been made. Oh right, okay. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow, later. Take it easy. See you in the next one. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.